This is Paul. Now, there's what's known as concurrent jurisdiction, the exercise of special domestic violence criminal jurisdiction by a participating tribe shall be concurrent with the jurisdiction of the United States, of a state, or both. Oh, exactly who had jurisdiction when you issued the protection order in 2011? Was it Guam? Since I was arrested on Guam. Pooch. Did you have concurrent jurisdiction? Did the Guamanian government said, sure, issue another protection order. He's not a resident of Washington State. It doesn't matter if you... Evaluations. Now, this was really good. When I read through the domestic violence evaluation assessments, I noticed that every time you issued a protection order, you said I should have a mental health evaluation and treatment if recommended. Do you know where you get one of those? Because when I was evaluated on Guam, right, they did one of these evaluations about, well, did he commit the crime? Was he guilty or not guilty? Exactly what happened? And was he using drugs or alcohol? Is he one of these habitual offenders? But I'd never been arrested in my life. Now, these evaluations, domestic violence specific issues conducted using DV, specific evaluation. Exactly how'd you have jurisdiction to put that on there in 2011? And then in 2012, when I was on trial, commissioners, Pooch, Brent Basin, yes, exactly where do you get one of these? Because every time you put it on the protection order, nobody told me where to get one of them. You were saying that I was being obstructionist to the actual authority of the court? Yes. But when you says mental health evaluation and treatment if recommended, you never told me where to get that at. Now, when I was reading this, whether or not specific conduct that did occur fits the behavioral definitions of domestic violence. If the conduct is domestic violence, then who is the adult victim and or who is the DV perpetrator of that conduct? Now, Heidi alleged that I'd actually squeezed her arm or her hand or I'd called her a name. Pow! But when you put mental health evaluation and treatment if recommended, exactly where do you do that at? Pooch, because you didn't have an arrest record. The arrest took place on Guam. Yes, you didn't have the evaluator's evaluation because that happened on Guam. And you didn't have an actual court record. You didn't have the audio. I mean, the state of Washington wasn't in the courtroom at the time of the hearings. Now, I know you said, Pooch, that I was not doing what the court wanted. That's why you issued it for 2 years in 2013. You issued it for 10 years. I think that you should have put some explanation of exactly where I'm supposed to get this mental health evaluation from. Did you think I'd go to Peninsula Behavior Health? I'd just run up there and do what the court says? Because it doesn't really inform the party known as the respondent. Yes, exactly where do you get that? Pooch. Now, you thought that I should pay for my own mental health evaluation. Right. I should go through their treatment. Yes. And then I should motion the court. See, when you put mental health evaluation, yes, and treatment if recommended, and then you don't tell the respondent where to get that, yes, how are they supposed to fulfill the requirements of condition number 9? Oh, I'm just supposed to know where to go. The court never told me where to go or what to do. It says there's little direct research on DV evaluation or assessment protocols. What is presented in here is the consensus of experts, yes, in the field and based on the author's seminars for judges and publications. Domestic violence, parenting evaluation and parenting plans, practice guide for parenting evaluations in family court proceedings. Now, for every time that the petitioner said that he's not doing what the judge said, not all evaluation in domestic violence cases are DV evaluations. Exactly what valuation did you want me to get? Well, you never said, Pooch. You never wrote down what kind of mental health evaluation. Was it the, oh, you're crazy mental health evaluation and I need to be put on psychotropic medication? Or was it domestic violence mental evaluation? See, there's multiple different evaluations that an individual can or cannot receive. Sometimes a case before the court has multiple and competing evaluations. Behavioral assessments of domestic violence. Well, when you write in condition number 9, mental health evaluation and treatment if recommended, determining whether or not domestic violence occurred. Now, I would say there wasn't any domestic violence because the evaluator said it was parenting classes. Oh, it wasn't anger management. Pooh. I didn't actually commit any domestic violence. Oh. Determining who is or who is not a DV perpetrator or a DV victim. Pow! Now, mental health evaluation does not define exactly what kind of evaluation the court wants. Now, assessing impact of the entire pattern of assaultive and coercive behavior on the adult victim and children. Yes. My wife said I was crazy. She had me put in jail on Guam. I had my record expunged, the court record sealed, and then I get here and you want me to do what? What do you want me to do?